sources where can I improve my
I mean, it's the internet. It's not his fault. I hope he comes back and his internet is going to get better. Okay, let me check. Oh, there he is again. He's back. And Sooraj, Sooraj?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. So, okay, sorry about that, Sasha. Sasha, hello. Sorry about that. I think your internet had something to do with it. You kind of disappeared.
So can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
So just some additional information. So for the reason of war in our country, I cannot be present every day during the meeting, but today I have the chance to be present, and I would like to observe how meeting is going on, and just to clarify for myself how this project is going on.
Do you have
So
a plan? Sorry, sorry. So are you also taking IELTS in the future?
My goal is maybe to pass an exam, but maybe after the war. So I will need the time, maybe half of year, to prepare myself for the exam.
Okay, not a problem, because we are all like taking our time too. It's IELTS is not something you can rush. Otherwise, you'll just get disappointed, you get frustrated, you spend a lot of money. So yeah, okay. So you can start. Raiyan, do you wanna take the lead?
Yeah,
Questions.
I can ask questions.
Okay. Sorry, Sooraj, I did not see you.
You can see me now?
Yeah, now. Okay, so Raiyan,
Okay, so can I ask? Yeah, just give me a moment. Okay, Sasha, so which part do you prefer?
Can you repeat your question just to clarify something? Which part?
I mean, IELTS have two parts. Yeah, three parts actually. Part one, which is related to personal questions, and part two is cue card, and part three is related to part two questions. Okay, so if you want, I can ask you part one questions as you are very first here. So I will ask you part one questions. Is that okay?
It's nice. Okay, let's start.
Okay. Okay, so give me a moment. Okay, so your part one question is related about headphones. Okay, so your first question is, do you use headphones?
Sorry for maybe it is difficult to understand. Can you repeat your question again?
So, okay, so my first question is, do you use headphones?
Like smartphone?
no, the one that you put over your head so that you can hear.
Headphones. Do you use headphones like what I'm
headset?
Using?
Like headset, yeah?
Yeah, headsets.
Okay, thank you for your question. Actually, I try to use my mobile devices without anything else because as usual, because it's useful for me just to take my phone in my hand and speak in a loud voice. But when I present in a group of people, like in society, where everybody is trying to do something else, and my conversation will interrupt people to doing their work, their job, I understand that it is not suitable for them to listen to my conversation on my chatting with someone. And for this reason, I can try to use any other devices which are
Okay,
useful for
Sasha?
me.
Sasha, let me
Yeah.
interrupt you. Was that a part one question, Ryan?
Yeah, it was part one question. So
It's
Sasha,
question. Okay.
it would be better if you answered the questions and you take just 15 to 20 seconds, okay? And you have to answer briefly.
For
Yeah,
part
okay.
one,
So just
two-
Just
two
yes or
for
no.
part
sentences,
one, you
two
have
or
to
three
speak 15 to 20 minutes,
Okay, sorry
3 to
for
5
that.
sentences. Yeah, it's okay.
So in
So
general, I like to use my headset during mobile conversation.
okay. So I will ask you shoes related questions, okay, that we wear, okay? So do you like buying shoes?
Actually, of course, I like to buy shoes very much because I consider this part of dressing for men is very important. And I try to change my pair of shoes every one time per half of the year.
Okay. So your next question is, have you ever bought shoes online?
Yeah, I have such an experience to buy shoes online. I know several places through the internet where can I make an order to choose the best variant for me, and
That's good enough, Sasha. That's
Yeah.
good enough.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So your last question is, how much money do you usually spend on shoes?
As I told before, I consider the shoes for men like a more important part of dressing style. And for this reason, I prefer to spend a lot of money for shoes. Approximately, I spend $1,000, $100 for pair of shoes.
Okay, so that's the end of your part one session. So you did well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So do you like invite or do you welcome some feedback, Sasha, when you, what did you expect when you joined this platform?
I understand. Yeah, I understand that during the meeting, you try to
Suggest
give the opportunity to understand how the IELTS exam going on. So how person should answer the question, how much time should person spend for each single question. And my mistake may be that I try to tell more than it is needed for answer the question.
That's just that so you are aware, but
yeah,
actually it's good to speak up. It's good to have a lot of things to say because this is a practice, so you can practice. But the thing is, if you're not aware, so it's good to know. But also the thing is, if you really take a long time to answer, then it would also take the time for others to participate. So that's why I try to make it like equal to everybody.
I understand. Sorry for that.
No. It's
Yeah,
okay.
it's
There
okay.
are
It's
only
okay.
3 of you, so it's not a problem. But when there are a lot of you, then I really have to be very careful of the time. Okay, so I'm impressed with your pronunciation, very clear. And you said you're from Ukraine, and
Yeah.
I didn't know that that's how you speak English. I mean, I've known many. I have friends, Ukrainian friends, but sometimes it's hard to understand, but yours is your pronunciation is clear. I think you are aware of that. Am I right?
Thank you, but I'm not sure, but I try to do my best to sound like, not like a native, because I understand that it is not possible,
Yeah.
but I try to be understandable.
Yeah, and you're
Yes.
doing good. Also, I just want to give, your expressions, dress and style, approximately. That's really, I get, it's so impressive. Anyways, there's just one feedback. I cannot give like each time I notice something that I have to say something about it, but I pick one or two to make a suggestion. So for example, you said, I buy shoes.
Oh, okay.
Remember
I
that?
understand this is mistake because single and
Yeah, you can say,
shoes are
yeah. You can
countable.
just say, I buy shoes, or I buy
Yeah.
a pair of shoes.
Pair of
You can
shoes.
use
Yeah, thank you.
You can use but it should be pair and singular pair. You can also
Yeah.
say
But
pairs.
it is not possible to buy only one
No, not
part
one
of
shoe.
shoes. One
But
shoe.
you would say, for example, my one shoe, the other pair is, you can also say that. The other pair is not good, doesn't fit well. I don't know why, but the other one is good, right? So
Yeah,
Ryan,
thank you.
thank you very much, Ryan, and thank you for your
Thank you
patience.
so much.
Now, Sasha, so another thing in this platform, so you answer the questions. Now you're going to be the examiner for Ryan. Are you ready for that? Do you have questions available? Only IELTS. We don't take questions from other source, just IELTS questions.
But you know, I don't know the total of or list of IELTS questions, and it is matter for me.
Okay, no problem. But next time you can search up. They are all over internet, YouTube, all over social media, Google. You can find websites, lots of websites.
Let me just be present, like to observe.
Sure. And now we'll take Sooraj. Sooraj, are you ready? I can't see you, Sooraj. So
I'm
is
here.
it okay, Sooraj, if you give questions to Ryan?
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
The topic is related about sharing something to your colleague or to your friends or not to your family. So the first question is, do you like to share?
Definitely. Even if I have something which is not shareable with others, such as money or like pains, definitely I would love to share. And I have grown up in a way to share things with my friends and family members as well. And you know, when someone asks something and I can't resist myself to refuse someone, so definitely I would love to share things with others.
Second question is, what are the consequence if children don't share, if children don't like to share?
Okay, so as far as I'm concerned, I think like when children don't share their foods or like different items with others or their classmates, then definitely they can grow up in a way that they can become like miser person, like they might grow up in a mentality in future they won't share things with others. Another thing is like when they don't share, like they don't or they can't be able to build a good team, or they can't become a team member.
Okay. How do you feel about sharing accommodation with other on campus? Do you want me to repeat?
Could you repeat the question?
How do you feel about sharing accommodation with other people?
Okay, so actually, I always stay in my room and I have a single bed. So if someone wants to stay with me for a night, then it's okay. But if it's about like staying for a week or a month, then definitely I don't feel comfortable. And like it depends on the situation. If I'm then definitely I would let my friends to stay in my house. Otherwise, I don't like to stay or share my accommodation with others.
How could parents and teachers teach young children to share? How could parents and teachers teach young children to share?
Okay, so there are several ways where where parents and teachers can teach their students and children how to share things. One thing I would say, like when children like is in stay in school or while their tiffin period, they can share their tiffins so that they can learn how to share their foods with others. And even if someone needs a pen or uh, a book or some pages, then definitely we can provide our friends, and by doing this we can like know how to share with others. And teachers can play a vital role, and they sometimes like share with their students that we should like help our friends, and you never know when you need your friends help. So definitely teachers sometimes promote their students to share things with others.
So that's was from my side for you.
Rita, your microphone is muted.
Sorry, guys, I was busy with other things. Anyways, so now, Sooraj, it's your turn. I'll give you questions. Is that okay?
Okay.
Let's, I'm not sure. I'm gonna browse my things here. because I have- Just bear with me because, so how about, do you like cue card, Sooraj?
Whatever you prefer.
Oh no, not this one. Anyways, let me find another one because I think I used that before already. Okay, and for Sasha and Ryan, I will also give you maybe a cue card, and then we'll see if we still have time and we can continue. All right, what about Sooraj? What about describe a course you took in your university? Would that, did you answer that cue card before?
Sorry, pardon me, could you repeat again?
Okay, I'll share it with you on Messenger.
Oh,
Okie dokie. So I saw that and now it's gone. Oh, there you go. Okay, describe a course you took in your university. You should say what it was, when you took it, what you heard from this course, and explain why. You know what? I can also share my screen. Would you prefer that, Sooraj?
No problem. I can speak from here. I got it, your message.
Okay. Okie dokie. So I'll give you 1 minute preparation. Do you need 1 minute or you can speak right away?
You can take- Yeah, 1 minute.
1 minute. Your 1 minute starts now.
Okay.
And I will let you know when it's time. I'm gonna prepare also for Raiyan and Sasha. Let me see if I can find something else. So, or I can also ask you the same, but okay, here we go. I can share it with Raiyan. Okay, your time is up. You can start speaking now, Sooraj.
To initiate with, I have chose many courses during my school time and in my university, but here I would like to share with you the one very intriguing course that I bump into into the university. It was the culinary course. uh, it's a course related about the cooking, about how to use the ingredients in the kitchen, and knowing about the specific spices related to the food. So I think I have vaguely remember that I chose this course in the second year of my college, and it was a extra curriculum. I will remember that we had to choose from the art and graffiti and culinary course. So among those course, I picked the culinary course because I thought that it was quite fascinating for me, and it will be quite fascinating for me in the future, as I had planned to move abroad for my further study to in and of course I'm going to face the all problem and all issue obstacles alone. There wouldn't be my family or any other colleagues, so I will be feel like solitary. So of course that's the reason I chose this course, so which can help me in numerous way. So this I took into the account. uh, Moreover, I can say that it's helped me a lot nowadays. I can cook even my breakfast meal or dinner without hesitate, without having any guideline from anyone, and I can prepare any one beverage because due to this course I learned a lot. I think it
Okay,
was.
time is up. Good job, Sooraj.
Thank you.
Okay, so I noticed some that I was impressed with numerous way. I like that expression, took into account without any guideline. I think guideline, I'm not very sure of the collocation, but it's still okay. But and then you use all issue, which I think you need S there. All issues, like all problems, for example. And there was also a phrase you said among those scores. I don't know if that's the correct way, among those.
I already mention those all courses like art and graffiti and culinary. So among those course, among
Mhm.
these course, I picked the culinary course.
Yeah, but yeah, anyways, I'm not an expert either. So
No,
I mean, like if you are not a native English speaker, it's sometimes you doubt yourself, no matter uh,
I
how
think
you feel
I
like you
should
are really good at your, whatever
I
your
think I should have spoken uh, among this course. I picked I picked the former one or later one. You
yeah.
can say
Well, I think it can be correct.
what you would say if you were in my place.
Yeah, it's just hard. But you know what? Even English speakers, it's hard for them. They know that it's wrong, but they cannot explain why. They would just say, yeah, we don't really say that. We say this.
But
But they
I
cannot
want to know from you
tell you
that
why.
if you were in my place, what you would say, so I can learn.
Among one of those, well, one of the courses that I picked, I can say that one of the courses that I picked or I prefer is what was this. So I think that how, but it's just because I'm not really used to say among those courses. To me, among I only use for people. Or yeah, I can say among other things. I do that too. Anyways, thank you, Sooraj. Now it's Ryan's turn, cue card. And I will also give Sasha a cue card after Ryan. So have you gotten your cue card, Ryan?
Yeah, I got your cue card.
Okay, are you ready to
So
speak now?
yes, I'm ready. Just give me 5 seconds.
Okay. So for
Just 5.
Sasha, yeah, just let me know when you're ready.
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready now.
Okay, go.
Oh, so although I have played many games in my whole life, today I'm going to talk about a unique leisure activity that I would like to do in near future. So it's playing cards, and we all know that playing cards sometimes is good if we don't take it as gamble. So I always wanted to play playing cards, and to be specific, there is a card game named 29 cards game. So this game has been played by 4 players, and each card holds points. So if you want to win this game, then definitely you have to play accordingly, and you have to earn points, and Jack holds the highest points. So this is very like interactive game. So there are several reasons why I want to play this game. And first and foremost, I would say like this game enhance your cognitive skills. So like when you have to compete against your other members, and this game has to be played by pairs. I mean two pairs, and you have to compete against each others. By playing this game, you have to compete with others, and you have to play, and you have to deal with different situations. And this game isn't a piece of cake, and one mistake can ruin your the whole game. So I would love to play this game with my friends, and sometimes I have to watch them. And as I can't play this game, but I'm learning to play this game as a leisure activity. And you can pass your hours by
Time's
playing these
up.
games.
Time's up.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you,
thank you.
Ryan. So I think, yeah, that was impressive. You say a unique, I think unique kind of game. And you said this game has to be played. That's really a good grammar structure. But I noticed that there was S in your game, and I know you meant the singular, this game. But I think you said the first time you said these games, but
Yeah.
that's a slip. It's pretty normal. I do all the time too, so I have to be careful. And yeah, the expression piece of cake. I know that this is you like to use piece of cake, but I think piece of cake is more, you use it in more like a positive way. So yeah, like if it's easy, it's a piece of cake. But if it's a negative, like it's not easy, I never heard like people would say not a piece of cake. So it's just easier to say it's not easy. It's complicated. Maybe you can use.
Ma'am, I want to ask you one question. In negative way, can we say like, it's not cup of tea for everyone?
It's not my cup of tea.
Yeah, you
It's
can
not
say
a cup of
it's
tea.
not your
Actually,
cup of tea. It's yeah, maybe.
I want to use for everyone. It's not cup of tea for everyone.
no,
Yeah.
actually, it's not my cup of tea. It means like I don't like it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or it's not my type. It's not. I'm not a
I
big
don't
fan.
like it.
I want to refer to the all people, like for
Yeah,
all individuals, that we cannot use this phrase, I mean idioms, for the all individuals, not for personal perspective. I mean for personal example.
okay. My only suggestion is if you are in doubt, just don't use it. If you are sure, okay, go for it. But if you're in doubt, it's better to use the simple word, not easy, not your type, not your favorite. It's to make it very clear. Your statement would be more understandable. That's
Yeah.
what I learned from IELTS Advantage, but also I have that intuition too. Like every one of us, it makes sense. If you feel that you're in doubt in using whether it's correct or not, and you really like push it, then your way of expressing even is affected. And plus you're not sure whether it's correct or not. So most of the time it's not correct. You know what I mean? Okay, here we go. Now for Sasha. So what's the name? What's your name in our messenger, Sasha? Sasha, and your last name?
Rita, you know, it is difficult to pronounce and
Can you just type it,
okay.
please? So I can copy and paste. Okay. And then that's your whole name in our,
This like my name and my surname.
okay, let me see if I can find that somewhere here. Oh, okay. So your profile picture is like blue.
Yeah.
Okay, that's you. Okay. Now I can see, so I can send you. Someone is logging out. I don't know who. Okay, all right. So your question, Sasha, is this one. It's a cue card too. Okay. Let me see. Let me just try this one so that I can copy paste from my other device. Okay. So I'm sending you your cue card. So it's there now. Oh, not that one. Oh, okay, there.
This one, yeah.
I'm sorry?
I have received
Yeah.
a picture. Yeah.
Yeah, you see, you read below the picture, it says describe a rule
Yeah.
formed in your school that you agree. Okay, I'll give you 1 minute to prepare. And
Mhm.
then when 1 minute is done, I'll ask you to speak. Okay, your
Mhm.
1 minute starts now.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, your time is up. Now you can start your 2 minutes speech.
Okay. So when I was studied at school, the main rule for us, like for children, was to be a nice school children and to stay on a right way, to study everything that teachers try to teach every person. And we, like school children, try to teach deeply every single subject. But after graduating the school, when I was in my youth, I understood that not every single subject was needed to be touched like a necessary subject, because not everything from school was important for me in my further life. For example, if we will consider the precisely subject like a math or geometry, they are not suitable in such a sphere of our life, but maybe it might be better for children to be taught in another area. Those can be
Okay,
useful.
I'm cut. So your
I
2 minutes.
fall. Yeah, I
No,
understand.
no.
I fall everything.
No problem. It's practice.
Yeah.
That's how we learn, right? So I had I wrote down some expressions that were good after graduating. You said every single subject. I realized that every single subject is not important. So something like that. Not suitable. These are good expressions, but when you the first, I think it was the first sentence when you said, when I was started.
Studied. I was studied.
Okay. Yeah, even then, if you say studied, when I was studied, you don't need the was there. If you,
I
you use
understand.
studied.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
When
studied.
I started.
When
When
I
I started.
studied. Or if it was started, you say when I started, but you can use was if you use the ing, right? When I was starting, when I was studying. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can also, I think it's more appropriate to use that because it's like a stretch of time. It's not like one time that you studied,
Yeah.
right? But of course, yeah, it's
Like when I have been studied. Yeah.
means when you use been, you say studying.
Yeah.
But if you want to use studied, you say I have studied.
Yeah. I have studied.
I have studied but it depends on what was the situation. You cannot just use like interchangeably those structures of grammars or tenses. Anyway, so, and another thing, when you say in my further life, further is okay, but I think we use more appropriately the word later, in my later life.
In my later life.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I think that's about it, Sasha. And we have Sooraj. Sooraj, I have to go. So that's about it for now. And thank you guys for joining. It's really a pleasure as always. Okay. Bye for now, guys.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Okay, thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have a nice evening.